brushed a little silver water from the painted wood. The morning held its breath the way a good beginning should. A bicycle bell trembled somewhere past the line of trees, and all the restless noise in me went softer with the breeze. A paper map of worries folded smaller in my hand. The graveled path looked possible, the sky looked like a plan. My shoulders slowly learned again that they could come unstitched by nothing more dramatic than the warmth that sunlight pitched. No grand rescue, no sudden sign, just air that tastes a little kind. Let me stay right here a minute, where the grass is waking up, where the birds keep little secrets in the rim of every branch. I don't need a brand new answer, I just need my lungs to fill with a day that isn't asking anything from me but stillness. The city kept its engines far beyond the hedge and street, but here the sparrows argued like the world was small and sweet. A child ran past in yellow shoes and left a streak of sound, like someone underlining hope in chalk across the ground. I used to think a healing heart arrived with drums and light, but maybe it is quieter, a bench, a breeze, a bite of ordinary living that returns the color green to places in the soul that winter swore it would keep clean. And if the day turns crowded, and if my name feels worn, I'll come back to this hour where nothing had to perform. Let me stay right here a minute, where the grass is waking up, where the birds keep little secrets in the rim of every branch. I don't need a brand new answer, I just need my lungs to fill with a day that isn't asking anything from me but stillness. I leave one drop of silver on my fingertips to dry, as if the morning signed me with a small and shining sigh. To the pavement, head to the light, tugging the knot till the loops sit right. A laugh from the courts and the dog on the lead, everything moving at the exact speed I need. The day isn't racing, it leans into me, warm on the railing, warm on my sleeve. I roll up my cuffs, take a pull of the air. Spring has a way of pretending it's careless, and all at once my body remembers how to be easy inside the weather. So I shake out the dust from the week I dragged in, tap my heel to the path and begin again. No ceremony, no thunder, no sign, just a little loose rhythm and a patch of sunshine. I am not chasing anything that runs, I'm letting the morning arrive in my blood. One knot tighter, one heartbeat done, walking out under a shoelace sun. There's coffee on somebody's breath nearby, a newspaper folded like a resting kite. A stroller wheel clicks over cracked cement, and somehow every tiny thing feels heaven sent. Not in the loud way movies always lie, more like a shoulder finally dropping from high, more like the chest finding room in the shirt, more like a good day starting small on the earth. I don't need fireworks over the trees, give me the logo leave. So I shake out the dust from the week I dragged in, tap my heel to the path and begin again. No ceremony, no thunder, no sign, just a little loose rhythm and a patch of sunshine. I am not chasing anything that runs, I'm letting the morning arrive in my blood. One knot tighter, one heartbeat done, walking out under a shoelace sun. Whistle from somewhere, clap from the rails, tiny parade on the curve of the trail. Nothing spectacular, everything bright enough to convince me the day may go right. I stand, I stretch, I grin at no one, and carry that light till the next corner comes. You said the trees looked half decided. I said that makes them honest. Somewhere between the bare old winter and the shade we haven't promised. We spoke in those unguarded voices people use around new leaves. Like if we kept the volume gentle, nothing fragile had to leave. Little by little, line by line, the world sows color through the spine of fences, sleeves, and waking fields of all the things that would not yield. Little by little, breath by breath, the heart relearns what softness meant. No rush, no bloom, all at once, just morning pulling through the months. A bus side out beyond the houses, birdsong crossed it like a thread. Your hand drew circles on the bench, grain mine counted all the words unsaid. Not because silence had turned heavy, not because something had gone wrong. It felt more like two windows opening and letting weather move along. Little by little, line by line, the world sows color through the spine of fences, sleeves, and waking fields of all the things that would not yield. Little by little, breath by breath, the heart relearns what softness meant. No rush, no bloom, all at once, just morning pulling through the months. If healing were a banner, we would miss it from this seed. It comes instead in fibers, too tender first to see. A branch begins, a thought begins, a life begins to mend. Not with a shout, but with a seam that holds from end to end. So stay until the sparrows finish trading rumors in the hedge. The day is stitching green around us, and neither one of us has to force the edge. Trace the whole park with my eyes today. The fountain first, then the path that bends away. The old stone chess tables, the peeling sign, the couple with oranges, the kid in lime. A woman reading with one shoe off, two men debating in easy scoffs. The groundskeeper humming beside the gate, and three white clouds arriving late. I make a map of the harmless things, because they ask so little of me. Here is the gate where the afternoon opens. Here is the bench where the shadows divide. Here is the place where the dogs pull their owners. Here is the tree with the nest tucked high. Here is the corner where laughter collects. Here is the fence where the ivy climbs slow. If I can name where the light is falling, maybe I'll know where my own mind goes. Someone left crumbs like a dotted route. A stroller carved circles and then rolled out. A runner paused to tie her hair and left the smell of clean cold air. I used to ask the day for meaning as if it owed me something grand. Now I just study what is given and let attention be my hand. Not every answer comes as a flare. Some come as patience, learning where. Here is the gate where the afternoon opens. Here is the bench where the shadows divide. Here is the place where the dogs pull their owners. Here is the tree with the nest tucked high. Here is the corner where laughter collects. Here is the fence where the ivy climbs slow. If I can name where the light is falling, maybe I'll know goes. A map is only love with distances included. A way of saying I was here and looked until the world felt rooted. The page stays blank in my lap, but my head is full of streets. Small atlas of a spring day folded underneath my heartbeat. Circle in my palm. Steam rose up like a slow little song. Milk foam on the mouth and sun on the cheek. Everything tender, nothing too deep. The bench got busy with jackets and bags. Conversations flickered in loose little flags. A cyclist sang half a chorus wrong, and somehow that made the day feel strong. Carry me easy, carry me light, like a laugh that doesn't need the night, like a drink gone warm before it's through, like a soft wind passing through the view. No heavy weather, no grand disease, just a heart behaving like the trees, giving a little, moving free to the rhythm of a paper cup breeze. Tremble when I laughed. A tiny sun broke on the coffee path. My week was still there, sure, but far enough to look less like stone and more like stuff. Some things are solved by getting brave. Some things are not what courage saves. Some things are helped by taking time and borrowed light with a drink gone mild. Carry me easy, carry me light, like a laugh that doesn't need the night, like a drink gone warm before it's through, like a soft wind passing through the view. No heavy weather, no grand disease, just a heart behaving like the trees, giving a little, moving free to the rhythm of a paper cup breeze. Tambourine somewhere, footsteps keeping time. April on the railing, golden and untied. If the world wants urgency, it can wait beyond the hedge. I am busy being simple at the bright and breathing edge. last sip, one last gust, a little bitter, a little dust. I toss the cup and keep the feeling like sunlight lined in cardboard seams. There was a branch above me drawing time across my knees in thin unsettled lines, a darker lace than lighter than a seam, as if the day were editing a dream. No one was speaking near enough to hear, only the rustle of a different gear. Leaf against leaf, shoe against the path, cloud over face, and then the warmth came back. Slow enough for the mind to loosen, slow enough for the pulse to thin, slow enough for the old heart thinking to forget the shape it's been living in. I don't need the hour to change me, I don't need the sky to explain. Let the moving shade go over like cool water over a name. The park became a room without a roof, a place where silence did not ask for proof. I counted all the times I almost ran from gentle days that never made demands. Maybe because stillness sounds too clear, maybe because quiet lets us hear the scrape beneath the bravest things we say, the tiredness we carry through the day. Slow enough for the mind to loosen, slow enough for the pulse to thin, slow enough for the old heart thinking to forget the shape it's been living in. I don't need the hour to change me, I don't need the sky to explain. Let the moving shade go over like cool water over a name. A leaf turns over, a thought turns too. Nothing dramatic, nothing new, and yet I leave less sharp than when I first sat down, as if the branch above me ironed out the frown. Turns in pieces and I let each one stay, till even my shadow softens at the edge of the day. You brushed my arm and stopped halfway, a little yellow on the gray. You smiled as if the trees conspired to mark me with a hush of fire. The path was full of weekend shoes and dogs with ribbons, kids with juice. But all I felt was that small pause, your hand withdrawing with a storm, but dust in May. You pointed where the blossoms thinned and where the colder air came in. Your voice moved low through accordion light, a kind of warmth that leans, not bites. I answered things I didn't plan about my week, my clumsy hands about the fear of wanting more, from moments too small to ask for. Tiny gold, don't tell on me, don't make my pulse so plain to see. Stay like a rumor on the cloth, proof of a day that started soft. If I say nothing still, you'll know by how I guard that little glow. Like maybe love begins this way, not with a storm, but dust in May. 3 steps close, 1 look away. Nothing promised, still I stay, because the heart can hear a waltz inside the most ordinary day. I get home and leave my jacket hanging where the evening falls, and find that I don't wanna shake that yellow trace away at all. A terrier trotted like it owned the park. A hound gave one theatrical bark. A corgi ignored the rules of grace and dragged its human through a tulip space. Meanwhile, the clouds kept taking their time. Big white furniture in the blue design. One moved like a ship, one like a hill, one like a thought that forgot to leave still. Everything hurries, everything lingers. Pause on the pavement, light through the fingers. One part of life runs out with a grin, one part stays drifting above the din. I sit in the middle and learn how to be a little more dog, a little more sky. Glad for the motion, glad for the waiting, glad not to know the reason why. A woman in green had treats in her coat. A child said the clouds look like a boat. Somebody dropped a tennis ball twice, and every single miss felt strangely nice. The bench had gum scars, names and paint. The day had flaws, but somehow faint enough to count as texture, not doom. Like dust that proves there's life in the room. Everything hurries, everything lingers. Pause on the pavement, light through the fingers. One part of life runs out with a grin, one part stays drifting above the din. I sit in the middle and learn how to be a little more dog, a little more sky. Glad for the motion, glad for the waiting, glad not to know the reason why. Tail in a blur, cloud at a crawl, heart in between, trying on both. By the time the leash clinks faded, the white shape still had not, and I left with the odd assurance that some good things chase, some float. It slid beneath the collar. I pulled the zipper halfway up, not hiding, just a little smaller. The bench still held the noon soft heat. My hands hands were cold, the kind that stay. A season late in learning, warmth, a habit left from harder days. I'm not closed off, just half protected. Not disappearing, just stepping back. Let the breeze say what it wants to say. I don't owe every feeling a full attack. Some days healing looks like partial shelter, a small defense, a modest good, a heart not armored, not uncovered, just breathing slow in a half-zipped hoodie. Across the lawn some students laughed like they had never doubted spring. I like them best from where I sat, far enough not to need anything. There is a peace in being plain. No performance, no grand reveal. Just dry guitar inside the ribs and honest air against the steel. I'm not closed off, just half protected. Not disappearing, just stepping back. Let the breeze say what it wants to say. I don't owe every feeling a full attack. Some days healing looks like partial shelter, a small defense, a modest good, a heart not armored, not uncovered, just breathing slow in a half-zipped hoodie. I used to think the brave way was all the way or none. Now I know the body trusts in shades instead of sun. So let the evening find me, neither distant nor understood, only real enough to stay outside in a half-zipped hoodie mood. I opened my snack with diplomatic care. 3 brown diplomats were already there, heads tilted sideways, bright little schemes, feet like punctuation on the path between. They hopped 1 inch, then 2, then froze as if politeness had a code. I broke a corner from the crust and placed it down like terms of trust. We can share the afternoon. You keep your caution, I'll keep mine. You take the crumb and I keep watch for bicycles and passing signs. No need for speeches, no need for names, just a treaty in the breeze. Tiny heartbeat, tiny kingdom, meeting mine among the trees. One bird was bold and one stayed back. One grabbed and flew, one checked the act. A child ran through and broke the scene, then quiet patched the space between. It made me smile the way they knew how close was safe, how far was true, how hunger can be gentle too, when the whole world gives you reason not to. We can share the afternoon. You keep your caution, I'll keep mine. You take the crumb and I keep watch for bicycles and passing signs. No need for speeches, no need for names, that balance, teach me that art, how to come near without giving my whole heart, how to receive without chasing control, how to be light in a watchful little soul. The last crumb vanished, the flock withdrew, and somehow the bench felt friendlier for having hosted 2 or 3 of you. There was a court beyond the sycamores, green paint, white lines, the echo of old scores. No game now, just the chain link hum, when weather finds a shape to run along. It sounded like a radio half-tuned, like memory moving furniture in another room. I sat where the park began to thin, where laughter fades and inward thoughts come in. Hear that wire singing, hear the hollow spin. Nothing in the court but weather, still it sounds like something's been loved here, lost here, practiced into dust, held by the frame when the players disappear. I listen to the wind through tennis fences and let it move the loneliness I hear. A cup rolled near the baseline gate and settled like it too had come too late. The sky turned pale, the benches thinned, and every distant shout grew skeleton thin. I thought of all the selves I've tried, the fierce one, the useful, the easy to like, how some of them remain like nets hung up and swaying after the match is done. Hear that wire singing, hear the hollow spin. Nothing in the court but weather, still it sounds like something's been loved here, lost here, practiced into dust, held by the frame when the players disappear. I listen to the wind through tennis fences and let it move the loneliness I hear. Not every ache wants fixing, some only ask for sound, a place to ring a little before they settle down. So I stay until the hush grows tender and the chain link turns to choir, and walk back softer through the park with less noise caught in my wire. When I sat down there was still chocolate trays, a pocket of heat in the painted slats. Not from the sun, the shade was too far in, so I knew someone had just been here. Maybe reading, maybe crying, maybe texting what they couldn't say aloud. Maybe simply resting their tired back before returning to a loud and waiting crowd. Whoever you were, you left a little weather stored in the wood where my hands now rest. And I don't know your face, your grief, your laughter, but your brief wait made this place feel less like an empty thing, like a stop between errands, more like proof that hearts pass through. And even after people leave, some warmth remains for someone new. I started building stories from the clues. A bent receipt, the heel mark by the leg, the faint perfume of rain and laundry soap, a single hair caught shining on the edge. It could be fiction, sure, but what of that? Sometimes imagination is repair, a way to turn a vacant afternoon into a shared and breathable affair. Whoever you were, you left a little weather stored in the wood where my hands now rest. And I don't know your face, your grief, your laughter, but your brief wait made this place feel less like an empty thing, like a stop between errands, more like proof that hearts pass through. And even after people leave, some warmth remains for someone new. Oh no, soft kick, spring held in grain. We touch each other indirectly, again and again. Before the sea goes cool and smile at the almost stranger truth. This world survives on tiny leftovers of care we never meant to leave. By the path exploded white, 1,000 little antennas in the light. Then one gust came and broke the code, and all that fluff went bright and rogue. It looked like snow, if snow were tuned to the hidden station of late afternoon. Signal skipping over skin, crackling where the calm gets in. There's a whisper in the air today, not spoken, not song, but close, like the world is full of feathered noise, and every drifting thread transmits a hope. I can't catch the message clean, still I lift my face to hear what the seeds and wind are saying through the static of the year. trumpet from a busker far away, bent around the hedge in a dusty sway. A child blew one globe to its ghost and laughed when the white burst from the stem. Something in me answered that, a curiosity, a snap, the kind that happens when you're tired and life returns through a weird small fact. There's a whisper in the air today, not spoken, not song, but close, like the world is full of feathered noise and every drifting thread transmits a hope. I can't catch the message clean, still I lift my face to hear what the seeds and wind are saying through the static of the year. Maybe not all meaning wants a sentence shape, maybe some arrives a shimmer too brief to pin or say. So let it pass across my shoulders, bright interference, soft and wild, enough to make the park feel coded, enough to make me feel less tiled. For weeks I've been living in the upper chest, breathing like a thief, never getting rest. Even in sleep my body kept watch, like every door in the dark needed a guard. Then the light came low through the western trees, and the bench beneath me answered easy. No miracle, no saint, no speech, just room enough for my ribs to reach. And out it went, the held back weather, the iron thread I wore too long, a slow release across the evening, like one good note at the end of a hard song. The grass looked brighter after that, or maybe I did, or maybe both. The smallest things resumed their edges, a cartwheel after the curve of a coat. I had forgotten the body can thank you without applause, without display, by unclenching one old hidden fist and giving the air a wider way. And out it went, the held back weather, the iron thread I wore too long, a slow release across the evening, like one good note at the end of a hard song. When I stood, the park was ordinary, but I was not exactly the same. I left a little lighter, then I entered and blessed the hour that never asked my name. couldn't tell. Maybe both, if I'm being honest. There was room beside me on the bench, where a second laugh should have landed. The tulips leaned like listening friends, and I kept pretending not to notice. I wrote you in the crumbs and napkins, in the circles from the bottle rings, in the extra space my hand kept guarding, in the silence under humming strings. No envelope, no stamp, no courage, just all the words I let remain beside the apples under daylight, breathing softly in the spring. I thought of sending something casual, a line like "Park looks good today," but every simple phrase grew loaded, and so I let the phone stay faced away. A breeze turned one corner of the blanket, like it wanted to read my mind. The vibraphone of bicycle spokes passed by with the tenderness of time. I wrote you in the crumbs and napkins, in the circles from the bottle rings, in the extra space my hand kept guarding, in the silence under humming strings. No envelope, no stamp, no courage, just all the words I let remain beside the apples under daylight, breathing softly in the spring. Maybe some feelings are better carried than delivered too soon. Maybe some longing needs the open air and one forgiving afternoon. When I packed up, I left no paper, but the bench knew what I meant. A meal for two turned into weather, and the weather understood the unsent. Past the tree, past the trash can, and back to me. A little loop, a private track, 14 steps and then I'm back. The gravel answers underfoot, dry little sparks where thoughts get put into motion, into line, into something almost kind. Walk it out, circle wide, let the worry lose its pride. Lap by lap the mind grows thin till the day can enter in. Not running from it, not been still, just giving thought a moving will. One small orbit, one small earth, turning trouble into dirt. I said your name once under breath, then let it vanish with the rest of everything I couldn't solve by staring straight or standing stalled. A clarinet from somewhere near curled through the hedge and bent the air. its pride. Lap by lap the mind grows thin, till the day can enter, and not running from it, not pinned still, just giving thought a moving will. One small orbit, one small earth, turning trouble into dirt. Step, pause, turn, heal, breath, learn. There are truths that show up only when the body helps the burn. At last I sit where I began, different somehow, those same old benches, as if the path had filed my edges with each dry whisper of cement. I stood up twice and sat back down, once for the wind, once for the sound of distant bells from a passing bike, and once because the light looked right. The day had cooled at the wrist and neck, but not enough to call it yet. I told myself just one more minute, and then another slipped inside it. Some stays are not decisions, they're a thread the hour keeps pulling, a soft delay, a second thought that turns a leaving into dwelling. I was ready for the doorway, then the trees changed how they leaned, and I understood the value of one green afterthought in spring. Child drew stars and dust with shoes, someone nearby hummed old blues. The bench creaked once like an old friend who knew I had not reached the end of what the afternoon could give, or what a tired mind could live inside if it stopped measuring and let the almost evening sing. Some stays are not decisions, they're a thread the hour keeps pulling, a soft delay, a second thought that turns a leaving into dwelling. I was ready for the doorway, then the trees changed how they leaned, and I understood the value of one green afterthought in spring. That color, no schedule held against that glow. A glockenspiel of tiny moments rang in places I don't show. So yes, I left later than I meant to, and no, I don't regret a thing. Some of the best parts of the day arrive as afterthoughts in spring. Blue came down slowly through the branches, not winter blue, not summer yet. A kinder shade with room inside it for things that ache but don't regret. The park had thinned to pairs and stragglers, one jogger, one kid, one dragging kite. The city started clearing its throat beyond the hedges into night. It's getting late, but not too late. The air is cool, but not unkind. There is enough of spring still left to put a little faith in mind. Not every day must end in triumph. Some end in balance, dim and true, with just enough light on the pathway to walk the rest of yourself through. We spoke in low and evening voices, the kind that fit the hour best. No fixing, no dramatic pledges, just honest words in modest dress. The base of traffic under everything made a floor for what we said, and above it the last pale color hung like mercy overhead. It's getting late, but not too late. The air is cool, but not unkind. There is enough of spring still left to put a little faith in mind. Not every day must end in triumph. Some end in balance, dim and true, with just enough light on the pathway to walk the rest of yourself through. Resilience is not loud, it doesn't beat its chest. Sometimes it looks like staying gentle as the daylight leaves the west. We rose when the first streetlights woke, and the birds had quit their tune, still carrying the season in us, though the sky had made more room for blue. Fold the wrapper, cap the bottle, check beneath for nothing left. A receipt, a hair tie, lemon peel, anything the evening hasn't kept. The park is learning how to empty without sounding sad or stern. Just fewer wheels and fewer voices, and shadows taking longer turns. Leave it better than you found it. Leave it warm if warmth can stay. Leave no sharpness in the silence as you gather up the day. No need to mourn what time is doing, no need to grip the railing tight. There is grace in quiet exits, there is courtesy in night. A woodblock pulse of footsteps faded down the lane beside the hedge. One last stroll across the opening and vanished at the iron edge. I touched the peeling paint once lightly, like thanking something without speech for holding all my unmade answers within such ordinary reach. Leave it better than you found it. Leave it warm if warmth can stay. Leave no sharpness in the silence as you gather up the day. No need to mourn what time is doing. No need to grip the railing tight. There is grace in quiet exits. There is courtesy in night. We borrow space. We borrow light. We pay it back by leaving right. So I smooth the cloth, I rise, I go, with nothing dropped but one last look, and trust the bench will meet tomorrow as calmly as it met this book of evening. The sun found one remaining angle and laid it across the empty wood. A narrow band of honey fire where someone else's shoulder stood. The path had gone from gold to silver. The birds were nearly done, and all the noise that filled the day had thinned to one by one by one. Hold that glow a little longer, on the paint, on the grain, on the air. Let the day close like a soft hand, not a slam door, not despair. I have nothing more to prove here, only this gentle ending to receive. A small bright line on an empty backrest, and the quiet permission to leave. I thought about the hours behind it, the dew, the dogs, the crumbs, the breeze, the warm sea left by strangers, the fence song carried through the trees. How every little scene kept adding, not in volume but in weight, till the park became a language I could finally translate. Hold that glow a little longer, on the paint, on the grain, on the air. Let the day close like a soft hand, not a slam door, not despair. I have nothing more to prove here, only this gentle ending to receive. A small bright line on an empty backrest, and the quiet permission to leave. Tiny bell in the distance, cool breath in the sleeve. Even beauty knows the right time to leave. So I walk home carrying evening like a lantern with no flame, just a calmness lit from borrowed light, and a park still breathing in my name.